welcome everyone.
All right, Happy Life Results book group, and here's our book, Happy Life Results. All right, so we are on a section called Why Does It Matter, and we divided this into two parts. And yesterday...
And if you've just seen this for the first time, if you found us on YouTube, Stacy is the author of this book.
Yes.
And the book group, we're going through it together to give you support.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we divided Why Does It Matter into two parts, and this is the second part. Yesterday was part 1, and then we're also in guide concept number 2, flying. All right, so this part starts, words are useful vessels. And you know how I love to talk about how words are vessels, how much meaning we pack into a word that's very unique to us, and the other people will pack in a different meaning to the exact same word. And so when you ask someone, you know, what is your word for compassion? What does it mean? And you discuss what you bring to the word, it will be so unique to you, so unique. So it's amazing when we communicate, it's amazing that we feel like we communicate because there's so much uniqueness in our what our words mean to us. You know, they will be so different for other people. And actually, this has been thunder.
Oh my!
This has been one of the things that I've loved about coining new words. And we talk in here, we say that we rather than invent or learn a new language, like create all new words, we're bringing words that you're familiar with already, but we're giving you a new filling for your word, something else to pack into it. Yeah.
And the simplicity model is a way to extract the filling out, the filling that matters out of the words, so that you can view the words differently, I guess. Yeah.
And I actually had a conversation with a friend just yesterday about how I use the simplicity model, and I use the numbers and up down to kind of understand the state that I'm in. And by stopping myself from using traditional emotion words has helped me to not just assume my environment is causing me to feel a certain way, because a lot of emotion words, they are context dependent. And whenever you use something that's context dependent, if it's an emotion word, you're going to assume that your environment caused you to feel the way that you do.
That makes sense.
So getting away from it has been really helpful for me. I've kind of gotten away from it enough to inspect my own words and my own beliefs about the words enough that now I can go back to using them because I have new meaning for those words. So
when you're saying that, I was just thinking like the word grateful. As soon as you say I'm grateful, then the assumption is for something, like something makes you grateful.
Totally.
And you're saying something's not making you grateful, you're feeling this positive feeling and you're applying it to a context of whatever it is.
Yes, so
Yeah,
true.
so an inside out instead of something outside makes you feel, then so by using the simplicity model just to kind of reevaluate how you view things, it gives you some way to see it that doesn't mean the thing makes you. Cool. That's cool. I like that.
Yep, exactly. Do we want to talk about anything
Oh
else?
yes, the other thing you mentioned was that, so we talked yesterday about how the story, changing the way you tell the story, what the story is really, the lens will affect past, present, and future. And then the simplicity model is a way to change your lens about how you feel and what makes you feel that way.
Oh yes, this is what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, because think about how high leverage that is.
Yes, so think about the way that, think about what your results will be when you approach a task feeling 3 or 4 or 5 on the energy scale and positive. And so some people would use the word confident or feeling capable or, you know, something like that, a word that means I'm bringing an optimal internal state to the situation. And in this case, I think competence is one of the words that we're used to using. And so to say, I feel confident, how much more effective are you going to be in accomplishing your task, feeling confident than feeling, you know, what's another emotion word that would be below 0?
Overwhelmed.
Yeah, overwhelmed. Yeah, so that if you think about bringing the state.
Yeah, if the task doesn't make you feel overwhelmed,
yes.
If overwhelmed is something you didn't realize was a story you pushed yourself into in certain contexts.
Yes.
If you can go approach any task and not feel overwhelmed, how does that change what kind of results you can get, what kind of activities you can go into? All, like just how
I can't believe the difference.
how big the scope of the options available once you feel like you're not having to dodge a minefield of potential things that'll make you feel bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing the difference.
Mm.
It's hard for me to even explain. I felt myself change. I've seen how I approach tasks differently, and sometimes if I draw my attention to it, I'm literally in awe compared to my old self.
Yeah, and I'm in awe, speaking from how she approaches relationships, because not just tasks, but when you think about how you approach relationships,
Yeah.
wow. Think about how you treat people differently and approach people differently if you didn't feel like they had the control of how you feel. If they could make you feel one way or another, it's completely different.
Yeah, and it's in every way superior.
Mm-hmm.
From experience and from viewing how people interact with me,
Yeah.
in every way superior for them and for me.
Yeah, on the receiving side, I vouch for that. It's in every way superior. Yeah.
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 All right.
Okay,
Take care,
that's
guys.
good. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.